more or less where the cut goes. Perfect. So I can use this as a template. More or less I have an idea what do I want to do, and now I need to find all my templates. Good thing I kept them all. Alright, so this time you're not on the table, so you don't jump off again. Okay, I'll start with this one, the biggest one, and looks like it needs to have direction like this a little bit. I'm gonna cut it shorter here. Okay. So should work this way. Alright. It takes some time to remember what was I doing here. Looks good. Let's see how much here. Perfect. Right, and the last one is this type. Needs to come this way, obviously. Alright, so here I did this bend just so I can position it there and mark it, but now I have to straighten this, make a flange that goes down here, and then I have to use the stretcher to make this curve again, but with a flange down here. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that now because first I want to rebuild the inner sill, the front end of the inner sill, and then I'm gonna line this up there. I'm gonna mark where the flange needs to be bent down. I'm gonna straighten this, I'm gonna bend the flange, and then I'm gonna make this curve again, but with the stretcher. I didn't show you too many details here, but if you want to see more details about this process, how I do that, and again I'm gonna say I learned that from Jed Mutley, so if you want to see more, follow this link. Okay, so you see this part of the inner sill, it's exactly the same as on the other side. So I'm gonna cut it off. Maybe I'm gonna cut this piece a little bit higher here so I can cut a nice strip here. This time I'm not gonna bother with this hole because around it is solid, so I'm just gonna cut a piece here. I'm gonna replace it, and then this flange needs to be replaced also. Here it's solid, but up to here. So first I'm gonna replace this piece, and then I'm gonna cut another piece here out, and I'm gonna replace it. But that's easy because it's straight. I'm just gonna do this part first. So here I made a cut by mistake when I was cutting this, but actually it's a good idea to cut it there, because from here down looks like it is broken. Okay, so we have to make another piece like that, but we already know the drill, don't we? I don't remember how I did it last time, but maybe I can watch my video. Actually, I can cut this out too. Now, let me cut everything at the same time. Okay, here there's part of the floor that we will need to change also. Underneath, or it's solid. I don't know. But for now, I just want to remove the flange. Yeah, on the other side, I kept this part of the floor, which is under this box. Haven't replaced it yet, but at some point I'm gonna have to flip the car and take care of this piece, and I'm gonna do the same here. It's not very solid, is it? Okay, I'm gonna cut this so it's not on my way. Okay, now I can rebuild the flange of the inner sill here and here, and then mark based on this flange. I'm gonna install this piece, and I'm gonna mark where the drop needs to be. I'll go make one of these. You don't need to come with me, and if you wanna see how I did it on the other side, there's a link here. Alright, so I made two pieces, one for here, and I have to see how am I gonna mark that, but first I'm gonna do this one, which is here. It's a little bit too long, and about the height, oh, why did I cut my, I should have kept this flange. Where is it? Is this the one? No? That was here, I guess. So I'm looking for a small piece like that. Yeah. Okay, that's my height. So I need a magnet. That's more or less my height. And just one blade longer, so I'm gonna shorten it. I'm just gonna grind a little bit. On the other side, On the other side I welded it from inside, but on this side I think I'm gonna work here. Alright, so this is done, and now I have to do this. And of course I made it too short. Helena dear. Okay, I'll go cut another one. Alright, this is long enough now. Longer than what we need. Alright, so now we can do the piece of floor over there. We just get rid of some of the wires. Oh, and then cables and stuff around. Where I need to do the bend, and here I'm gonna mark this, okay, and I can even mark inside where to cut the floor. I think I made a mistake here, but that's fine. Okay, the mistake I did was that I cut this line before I do the bend and line it up with the sill. Anyways, I cut it already, so if it's too short now, when I put the sill, if the sill is too far in, I'm gonna have to move it out, and together with the sill I'm gonna have to move the floor a little bit, and by moving the floor out I might be short here, but I'm gonna keep this piece, and in case I need it. That was stupid of me. Right, so now I'm gonna straighten this here. I'm gonna make it flat, and I'm gonna bend it later again with the shrinker, as I said before. Right, because I need this, I need it straight so I can do the flange. Now I can transfer this line in the back and this mark here. And now I can do my bend. Yeah, I got a feeling that my floor is gonna be too short. Why am I so stupid? Yeah. So now we need to do this bend, but with the stretcher here. So, and we can do that close to the car. Now, in order to bend this up, we'll need to stretch this flange here, right? And I'm gonna start somewhere here. Needs a lot more. That's more like it. Perfect. And actually, it's not gonna be too short for inside. Actually, perfect length. Wow. We'll see how far the sill is gonna go here, but on the other side it was this much. The floor was sticking out of the inner sill this much, so it can meet the outer sill here, and I think we are where we want it. Exactly. Okay, but this, so I'm not gonna touch this anymore until I fit it with the sill, but yeah, for the sill I need to attach the door as well, and I want, when I'm fitting this, to be able to fit the rear one too. So I'm gonna keep this one here for now, and I'm gonna start working on the rear one. Oh, yeah. So this is my rear floor, and it fits perfect. Okay. Alright, I clamped them both in very, very rough position, but I think that fits very well. Even this one at the back. So I'm happy with that. And the front, again it's really rough. It needs to be a little bit higher here, so on and so on, but I think that's perfect. So we did a good job today. We rebuilt the inner sill and prepared the patches for the floor, which is a good work for 2.5 hours. But we had the templates prepared and we had the know-how already, so that was the easy part. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of this video, and we're gonna go further in my next one. So see you later, guys.